Okay, man. Shout out to my boy, man, RBTheBreakThrough. Y'all go check out his channel and subscribe, man. But a couple days ago, I was on YouTube and I noticed he posted a interesting video about the LeBron James being on PED's issue. And if you didn't watch it, I would definitely recommend you go watch it, man. A lot of good information in that video, good footage, good news. He always come through. But I wanted to kind of give my take on the video and on the whole LeBron James steroid issue. Now, it's no secret, man, that it's been rumors going around about LeBron and his PED use. Obviously, a player with his body type, there are going to be some questions, to why that a player is able to basically not break down over time when we notice other athletes or other human beings in general, just in life, break down as we get older. So to get into it though, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. At this point, I'm aware that, and y'all should be too. It's not a secret that some of our top athletes take performance enhancing drugs. Now, some of them get caught, some of them don't. That's a different story for another video. But to get into RBTheBreakThrough, to kind of break down what was going on in that video, he had an interview. He had the clip of the interview with the lady from the front desk. I forgot the young lady's name, but it was an interview with the girl from the front desk that worked at the Balco lab in Miami that got destroyed when the allegations first surfaced a couple years ago, back when he was in Miami. When the steroid allegations first came about, this lab was actually destroyed, but the lady was fired, and I guess as a revenge, she did an interview kind of unveiling some things that was going on. And one of the first things she said was that it was a client by the name of Paul, and I'm thinking it's Rich Paul. I want to say that's LeBron's agent, either LeBron's agent or one of the dudes in his team, but we know he's a close associate with LeBron. He say he would pick up for a client, and when you pick up for a client, you have to leave the initials for who's the client that you're picking up for. And she said that the initials that he will always write down was LJ and also JN, which we know to be LeBron James and Jameer Nelson, two of the dudes whose name popped up on that major scandal that exposed a lot of athletes when it came to the HGH and steroid use a couple years back. She stated that Rich Paul would pick up every month for his client LJ. And it was just a lot of interesting things in that video, that kind of made me question what's going on here. Now, from my point of view, I think he's using something, man. Not to take away from his greatness, though. He's still a great player, but we got to call a spade, man. I know all you LeBron stans, all you Shannon Sharps, all you Nick Wrights. Look, I ain't trying to hear it, man. I know y'all love y'all boy, and y'all want him to be up there with Jordan, but I'm keeping it real over here. So if you don't like it, you ain't got to watch the video. It's a lot of videos and highlight videos where y'all can get y'all rocks off with y'all love life for LeBron. But here, we just going to keep it 100. No bias. We just stating facts, man. And the facts is this. The dude hasn't had a major injury in 15 years, man. Do me a favor, y'all. In the comment section, name one major athlete who, no matter what sport, well, of course, it got to be a sport where the body is used a lot, but name one major athlete with the usage rate of LeBron, which basically saying that the team depended on him a lot to win every game. Not just a couple games. Every game, the team depended on this player a lot. But name me an athlete that as they got older, their cardio improved, their stamina improved, their body muscle improved, just their overall healthiness improved as they got older. We know that this is pure facts. Any of our favorite athletes, as they got older, the body left them. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated. And it feels like LeBron is, I guess since he can't make up in the championship race, he want to be an athlete, similar to Tom Brady. Not saying Tom Brady used anything, but it seems, in my point of view, that LeBron want to make his statement was that he was able to beat Father Time. And we all know that the only way you can beat Father Time is with some help, man. We can name from the Kobe's to the Jordans to the Birds, Isaiah Thomas, any great basketball player. The body breaks down as their career goes on. Shoot, even look at D Rose before he got old. His body broke down. You know what I'm saying? Even D Wade. Like we can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? Injuries happen to everybody, but there's no way throughout a 15-year career that you haven't suffered a major injury. Now we all know that HGH and steroids help with muscle growth, tissue growth, muscle recovery, and things like that. So the only way in my eyes that you can sustain a 15-year career at the level of LeBron, we talking all the playoff games, the All-Star games, the Team USA games. We talking about a lot of miles on his basketball vehicle, a lot of miles on that vehicle, and he hasn't faced not an ACL tear, not an ankle break, like just nothing major that we see all our great athletes succumb to. LeBron has somehow found a way to dodge that, man. So if that don't raise a couple eyebrows, you know what I'm saying, you got to be a LeBron stan, straight up, man. And then another key point that I already knew this, but RB, he broke it down in the video too, was that go back and look at that first half of the season when he first came back to Cleveland after he made the decision to leave Miami. Go back and look at them first 2 to 3 months, man. If you don't know, it was rumors going around in the NBA that they were going to start testing for HGH and steroids. They were going to up the testing in the NBA. And we all know that Chris Paul, being the leaders of the players, I want to call it, excuse me, like the Players Association or something like that, but Chris Paul is the leader of that, and he fought very hard not to have HGH testing and other steroid testing. He fought tooth and nail for that. Tooth and nail for that. And that's just something, to me, that's a little odd that you fighting to not have a clean sport. You know, even though in a sport like basketball, you wouldn't think steroids help you out a lot, but trust me, when it comes to longevity and just overall body growth and muscle mass, it has a lot to do when it comes to increasing your time on the court. But back to my point, he came back to Cleveland. Them first 3 months, he was a shell of himself, man. You can tell he was a little skinnier. He wasn't jumping as high. The movement was off, you know, and it was obvious signs that something wasn't right with him, you know. And mysteriously, first time in history, besides hearing a player retire, or you know when D Rose needs to take his breaks. no offense to D Rose, I had to throw that in there, but he that season, if y'all remember, he took a 2-week break, not because of injury, not because of family issue. He just said, I need to take 2 weeks off. He took 2 weeks off, and where did he go? Went back to Miami, man. We all know that's where the foundation was laid for the Balco lab. So he went back to Miami for those 2 weeks. Then mysteriously, he came back that season with added muscle. His speed was back. His stamina was back. He was back to the old LeBron. So it's just a crazy situation, man, that I'm really upset that a lot of fans can't see. Like, it's obvious, man. You don't take 2 weeks off for no reason, you know what I'm saying? And then out of all places, you go back to Miami. So it's like, you know, a lot of people hold him in high regards, which I do too, because he's a great athlete and he is a great player in my eyes, top 10. But we gotta keep it 100 with our athletes, man. No matter if you like them or not, you know, all our favorite athletes have flaws, and unfortunately, this is just one of LeBron's flaws, man. There's no way you take a 2-week break and all of a sudden you come back 100% back to normal. Ain't no 2-week regimen that can just get your body back to the way you had it, get your speed back to the way it had your jumping. You know, there's no 2-week workout. That's something that takes 4 to 6 months, you know, of hard work in the gym. That's something that just don't happen in 2 weeks without something that helps speed up the process, man. Straight up. And then one thing I also noticed was last year, to bring more recent for y'all. Last year we noticed he had a lot of fatigue problems. You know, the big thing was that he couldn't get any rest in the fourth quarter, or he couldn't take any breaks. You know, because when he did, the team didn't do good when he was off the court. But he was a lot of the times last year he did some complaining, just saying that he needed more rest. You know, and his stamina was a problem. And this year we haven't really heard that. If you notice, you know, he's probably top 3 or number 1 in minutes played per game, and we know he hasn't missed a game yet. So it's too many signs for me, man. You know,
I'm a Jordan guy. Always will be a Jordan guy. You know what I'm saying? Greatest player ever. And no diss to LeBron, but we need to stop trying to ride this bandwagon. You know, I deal with it enough with the media to gotta come on YouTube and kind of hear the same rhetoric, man. The dude, you know, the dude is on something, man. He's been on something. You know, that doesn't take away from his basketball IQ and what he's done and the compliments. But you have to put that red asterisk there, man, because he cheated the sport, man. No, don't get me wrong. You know, he's a great one. I know there's gonna be a lot of hate in the comments. You know, every LeBron video that you not hugging his nuts is hate in the comments. So I'm ready for that. But like I say, a self-made life, any topic we speak on, you gonna get a show 100, man. We ain't cut no corners with it, and it's obvious to me, man. As you see, even in the picture, we see the extra cell growth. You know, the cancer cell growth on his jawline. Another telltale sign. Kind of just like the Canelo situation. You know, we need to start holding our athletes responsible. You know, our athletes get major support from us. They get dollars from us. You know, they get a lot from the fans. And it got to come a time where we hold these dudes accountable for not just giving us their all. You know, that's all we want as fans. Just give us your all. You know what I'm saying? Don't cheat the sport. Win, lose, or draw, we with you. But it just seems like in LeBron's case, man, it's a lot of behind the closed door stuff that's going on. Just with he get crazy. Like if y'all notice on ESPN, I can't, like, literally, man, and it made me mad because I grew up off ESPN, but I can't even watch ESPN or any of my favorite sports shows like First Take or even First Things First, because every segment is about LeBron. It's like how is every segment about this man? There's other players in the NBA Harden having a great year. You know, I'm gonna make another video about that, but it just man, it's a lot of stuff not smelling right with LeBron and everything that's going around him in his last year in Cleveland, just overall. But when it comes to this steroid thing, yes, I think he used them before and he is still using them now, because there's just no way his body don't break down now. If we starting to see decline within the next 2 to 3 years, then hey, maybe he got off them, or hey, we all was wrong. But as of now, man, you know, I do the research. You know, a lot of y'all in the comments get mad, but do some research before y'all just go off, you know, because you're a fan of this dude. You know, we a fan of everybody, but sometimes you got to keep it 100 when it's research and facts placed in your face, man. And if you don't believe me, go check out that video by RBTheBreakThrough, man. Go check that out and then come back and tell me, you know what I'm saying? Tell me how you feel, man. For real.